Hello, welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, our top headlines. Tinubu sacks 5 ministers, redeploys 10, makes 7 fresh nominations. Governor Ododo distributes relief materials to flood victims. Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen, African-only footballers to make Men's World Best Players 2024 shortlist. Now the news in details. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu sacks 5 of his ministers after months of growing calls to reform his cabinet. The president, who also reassigned 10 ministers to new ministerial portfolios, appointed 7 new ministers for Senate confirmation. There have been growing calls for the president to reshuffle his cabinet, as many Nigerians are not impressed by the performance of some of the ministers, especially in the face of unprecedented inflation, intense economic situation and rising insecurity. During the Federal Executive Council meeting, the president sacked Uju Ken Ohanenye as Minister of Women Affairs, Lola Adejon as Minister of Tourism, Tahir Mamman as Minister of Education, Abdullahi Gwarzo as Minister of State, House and Urban Development, and Jamila Ibrahim as Minister of Youth Development. Tinubu subsequently nominated Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu as the Minister of State Foreign Affairs, while Nentawe Yeluwada as the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, officially bringing an end to the tenure of suspended Betta Edu. The president also nominated Maigari Digade as the Minister of Labour and Employment, Jumoke Oduwole as the Minister of Industry, Idi Maiha as Minister for the newly created Livestock Development Ministry, Yusuf Atta as the Minister of State, Housing and Urban Development, with Suwaiba Ahmad as Minister of State Education. The president scrapped the Ministry of Niger Delta Development and announced the Ministry of Regional Development as a replacement to oversee the activities of all the regional development commissions. Tinubu also scrapped the Ministry of Sports Development and transferred its functions to the National Sports Commission to develop a vibrant sports economy. The president further approved the merger of the Federal Ministry of Tourism and the Federal Ministry of Arts and Culture to become the Federal Ministry of Art, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has assured victims of flooding that the state government is committed to ameliorating the discomfort they are currently experiencing. Governor Ododo made this known when he visited one of the internally displaced persons camps at St. Luke's Primary School in Adankolo, where he ordered immediate commencement of the distribution of relief materials to affected persons in all of the 25 IDP camps in the state. Rufai Aliu has the report.
Governor Ododo, who was accompanied by his deputy, Comrade Joy Salifu, and other top government officials, ordered the provision of power and water supply, while commended the efforts by the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, for keeping the camp in good condition, especially the provision of medical supplies and sanitation to prevent outbreak of medical emergency in the camps.
What I can see here is not a job or a contract. I have seen a very committed team, medical team of Comforte, that are ready to give back to the people. I sincerely appreciate you and your team. Let me tell all of us, my mothers, my fathers here, my sisters, my brothers and the junior ones, I am part of you. The situation we found ourselves here is not a permanent one. I'm happy to hear from the Executive Secretary SEMA that said this is a temporary home for us to get prepared to our various locations. I have come to greet you. I have heard you. I'm not going to take much of your time. As we are leaving here, in the next 20 to 30 minutes, our team that will come to commence the distribution of palliatives and relief materials will arrive. And also, water is life. From this evening, we'll start supplying water. And by tomorrow, please, I want to see borehole being provided to these people.
In his remarks, the Executive Secretary of SEMA, Mukhtar Atima, commended the governor for his prompt intervention to enhance the welfare of flood victims, stressing that the presence of the governor is a morale booster for the displaced persons. He noted that the current round of food palliatives, consisting of rice, drugs, semovita, clothing and beddings is intended to enhance the living conditions of displaced persons at different camps in the state.
Here in this camp, we had a lady that delivered twins. And right now, as we're talking, they're in our state-owned hospital, Kogi Specialist Hospital. The other lady gave birth at Gadumo camp, that's in Ajakuta local government. Your Excellency, sir, this job is working directly for humanity. And I want to tell you that members of your team have all been very, very wonderful. They've all been very unwavering. They've been showing us support. I want to tell you, Your Excellency, that with your visit here today, you have charged us the more.
Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has approved a new harmonization for pensioners in the state, breaking a 20-year record of the last pension harmonization done in the state in 2004. Governor Ododo disclosed this while receiving the report of the Committee on the Implementation of New Minimum Wage and Consequential Adjustment for all categories of salary earners in the state.
At the meeting attended by the leadership of the Nigeria Union of Pensioners and other labor leaders in the state, Governor Ododo also announced the immediate implementation of the new pension harmonization and free health insurance coverage for pensioners under the State Health Insurance Scheme.
Presenting yourself to serve the state, thank you for investing your time by serving as a state civil servant, by bringing yourself out to serve as union leader in your various unions. We are here to appreciate God for still leaving some of our critical stakeholders like them for their guidance, for their support and prayer to see that the state they have served is growing. This is your foundation, and by the special grace of God, we will continue to build on it. Today, we are going to commence health insurance scheme that will cover all pensioners in the state and local government. Those earning less than 50,000 to enjoy free healthcare services. Those earning above 50,000, a negligible fraction to be paid as enrollee contribution, which all of us are going to set committee because we are to serve the people. We believe in the unity of this state. We are all team players. As I have said, there's no governor as far as Kogi State is concerned. We have servants and chief servants that will serve you, and you must be served.
Earlier in his address, the State Head of Service, Elijah Evenemi, noted that the new pension harmonization is intended to touch the lives of retirees, their families, and the broader community in line with the state government's commitment to improve the welfare of people in the state.
Today to present the culmination of our collective efforts. The committee reports on the harmonization of pension. Our task has been of immense significance, touching the lives of retirees, their families, and the broader community. Our committee embarked on a quest for fairness, equity, and sustainability. We delve into pension structures, regulations, and the intricate web of financial commitment.
In his remarks, the Special Advisor on Labour Matters, Comrade Onu Edoka, commended Governor Ododo for approving the new pension harmonization, stressing that pensioners in the state had graciously anticipated the new adjustment in line with the governor's open door policy and inclusive governance in the state.
For everyone who is privileged to be a pensioner, should have this in back of his mind. Government has come and gone for 20 years. The man you have today in the saddle of responsibility has decided to touch your life. Something must start from somewhere. And as he does it for us today, I am believing and trusting God that as he serves into his second tenure, before he goes out, he will do more for pensioners and workers of the state. Thank you, and God bless you, sir, His Excellency.
Also, the state chairman, Nigeria Union of Pensioners, Engineer Clement Ohida, applauded Governor Ododo for the adjustment in pension harmonization, adding that the gesture is a further indication of the commitment of the governor to the welfare of pensioners in the state.
Since your assumption of office, pensions have been paid as at when due. Even when it is not due, when we are not even expecting it, I'm told that pension is paid. Once again, we are grateful.
Meanwhile, the state chairman of NLC, Comrade Amari Gabriel, who also commended Governor Ododo for the increase in the take-home of pensioners, noted that the governor will continue to ensure improvement in the earning of pensioners in the state. Meanwhile, the new harmonization, which also takes cognizance of local government workers in the state, takes the minimum monthly earning for the lowest paid pensioner in the state to 12,500 naira.
Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has sworn in newly elected chairman and vice chairman of the 21 local government areas in Kogi State, urging them to be dedicated in serving the people they represent. Rufai Aliu has a report.
Governor Ododo, who presided over the swearing-in ceremony at the banquet hall in Government House, Lokoja, urged the new chairman to sustain the tempo of development at the grassroots level by embarking on projects and programs that will improve the lives of the people. He noted that the election has brought in the first female elected chairperson and 40% female councillors in the state, which he described as unprecedented, underscoring the commitment of his administration to women and youth inclusion in governance.
We have made history in many ways in this election. This is the first time in the history of our dear state that a female is elected council chairperson. The election has also brought 40% of the total number of councillors as females. This is unprecedented in our political history, and it underscores our commitment to women and youth inclusion.
Governor Ododo, who commended the State Independent Electoral Commission, (SIEC), for organizing a free, fair and credible election in the state, also thanked security agencies for ensuring adequate security and boosting the confidence of the electorates to come out and exercise their rights to vote.
Let me also use this opportunity to commend the State Independent Electoral Commission for transparently organizing a free, fair and credible council pool. Your conduct in the last election Saturday is a demonstration of your understanding of our democratic commitment to be fair to all and allow the triumph of the free choice of the people. We also thank the security agencies for ensuring security, thereby boosting the confidence of the electorate to come out and exercise their voting rights.
He charged the new local government chairman to ensure security of lives and property and key into signature programs of the administration in areas of health, agriculture, social welfare and empowerment initiatives to transform the lives of the people in their respective local government areas.
You are holding a sacred mandate on behalf of the people. Your service to the people will be the parameter through which you will be judged at the end of your tenure. It is not a call to oppress the people who have elected you. It is not a call to display wealth among the grassroots people. It is a call to secure their lives and property. A call to open up roads where there are no roads. A call to provide water to the grassroots people. A call to improve education and healthcare at the grassroots. A call to create a conducive environment for businesses and agriculture to thrive. The focus must be on your people and their welfare.
While speaking with Lugard TV, some of the elected chairmen assured of their commitment to complementing the efforts of the state government by embarking on projects and programs that will transform the lives of the people at the grassroots.
Looking at what we have for the local government area, of course, by the grace of God Almighty, we have nothing to do than to mimic the good work of His Excellency Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, who has been a project governor, the alert governor, the man that has the good people at heart. So the governor is a governor that has the mind of the people at heart, and he has been doing his possible best to ensure that the people of the state are living peacefully, security, everything is tight. So simple as that. We'll just mimic the governor, we'll follow suit with what the governor is doing, and that's all. Security, agriculture and food security. I will also work on health care development. I will work on education. I'm also looking at youth and women empowerment and the rest of it.
Meanwhile, a cross-section of stakeholders expressed satisfaction with the conduct of election while bearing their minds on the expectations from the elected chairman in the state. It will be recalled that the All Progressives Congress (APC) won the local government election in Kogi State by clinching chairmanship positions in the 21 local government areas and 239 councillors in the state.
The news roundup is coming to you on Lugard TV. Do stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has expressed deep appreciation for the unwavering support and cooperation of youths in the state. He made this known when he received the leadership of Kogi youths at the government house in Lokoja, noting that politics, ethnicity and religious affiliations will not be allowed to divide the youths and people of the state. Shamsuddin Saraki has the report.
Governor Ododo urged the leaders of the youths to imbibe the culture of integrity and unity, stressing that Kogi State is blessed with abundant mineral resources capable of feeding the entire nation. He commends President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his efforts in the revitalization of Ajaokuta Steel Company and other initiatives to alleviate the present economic challenges in the country. While speaking on the security situation in the state, Governor Ododo noted that he will continue to take the fight to criminal elements in the state, which he noted has been a top priority for his administration.
Look at Ajaokuta. Mr. President is trying his every best to make sure Ajaokuta is fixed. And I want to sincerely appreciate you for your support. He's happy with you people, and please, we shouldn't allow religion, we shouldn't allow ethnicity, we shouldn't allow politics to divide us, because we have no other state that we can call our state that Kogi State. On the issue of security, we appreciate Mr. President for his support. We appreciate Army, Navy, Civil Defense, Nigeria Police, and of course, the National Security Advisor. That man is a wonderful man. The support he's giving us today is what is making us to sleep with our two eyes closed. We appreciate him.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Monday Anyebe, commended the governor for his commitment towards the development of youth in the state. He expressed the readiness of the youth to continue to work with the state government, keeping aside political affiliations.
Your Excellency, it will interest you to know that you're involving us in your administration. You are not only empowering us to be leaders of today, but leaders of tomorrow. Your Excellency, you are already equipping us with the leadership skill that is needed to make Kogi State better. We are learning from you and we are grateful to God for that.
On his part, the state APC youth leader, Uba Muhammad, who noted that the youths are the builders of any nation, commended the governor for his continuous efforts in ensuring youth inclusion in the governance of the state. Also, the youth leader of SDP and representative of the opposition parties, Amenuhu, commended the impeccable records of achievement of the governor in youth development, security, and infrastructural development since he assumed office.
We want to appreciate our governor. A son of a lion is a lion. So there is nothing the Excellency is doing today that we are surprised, because we know the products that is made of. We don't have much to say, that we keep saying thank you. We don't have anything to say, that we keep saying thank you. We don't have anything to say to our governor, that we keep saying thank you, Your Excellency, for all those wonderful jobs you are doing. We'll keep forever remain grateful for those wonderful opportunities.
Our propelling reason for being here today is simply because of the above stated father figure. For the records, we are not here to decamp from our respective political parties to join your ruling APC. But posterity will not forgive us if we fail to acknowledge your impeccable records thus far. Our After all, time for politics is over and it is time for governance. Even as opposition party youth leaders, it is impossible for us to ignore the signing of 72,500 naira minimum wage bill into law by our government.
Other opposition youth leaders who spoke on the sidelines noted that the commitment of the state government in combating crime and impacting the lives of the people of the state is unprecedented. They commended the governor's efforts towards reviving Ajaokuta Steel Company, which they emphasized will provide job opportunities for the teeming youth in the state.
Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo reiterates the resolve of his administration to maintain peaceful coexistence with all Ebira indigenes, irrespective of their clan or political affiliations, for the progress and sustainable development of the people. Hussaini Aliyah has the details.
The governor, who was at the Central Mosque in Okene for the Jumat prayers, walked for over 1 kilometer through the streets to his residence at the government reservation area in Okene, to the admiration of supporters and residents of the area, who trooped out to catch a glimpse as he patronized petty traders and exchanged pleasantries with some of his friends in a show-stopping fashion. Governor Ododo calls on all Ebira indigenes to join hands with his administration in the fight against poverty and insecurity in the state. He also urged the overwhelming crowd to remain peace ambassadors, stressing that the time for politics is over, while urging the youth to remain productive for the development of the society. The governor, who also paid traditional homage to the Ohinoye of Ebira land, His Royal Majesty, Dr. Muhammad Tijani Anaje, noted that his administration will invest in the traditional and cultural heritage of the Ebira people to becoming a tourist center. On his part, the monarch, who echoed the same sentiments of the governor, noted that he will remain focused in promoting the ancestral heritage of the Ebira people. He commended Governor Ododo for his continuous efforts to repositioning the economy of the state and assured that his reign will remain an advocate for peace in the entire Ebira nation and Kogi state at large.
And on sports, Super Eagles duo Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen have continued to reap the rewards of their impressive showings for club and country. Both Nigerian players have been shortlisted by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics for the Men's World Best Player Award 2024. Ademola Lookman, the front-runner for the 2024 African Footballer of the Year, had a standout season for Atlanta, leading them to a historic UEFA Europa League title, bagging a hat-trick in the final against the impressive Bayern Leverkusen. Lookman was also instrumental in the Super Eagles of Nigeria's run to a second-place finish at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, losing 2-1 to the host, Ivory Coast, in the final. Meanwhile, Victor Osimhen had a stellar campaign with Napoli in the 2022-2023 season, scoring 26 goals to a first league title in over 3 decades. His historic achievement saw him crowned the African Player of the Year in 2022-2023 season. The 25-year-old Nigerian is currently on loan at Galatasaray, where he has become a fan favorite, forming a deadly partnership with Moro Icardi. And that is it on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sherifat Ibrahim. Thank you for staying with us.